You can be surrounded by people, friends, family, constant conversations, and still feel deeply alone. You may laugh, participate, and show up, yet feel a quiet emptiness beneath it all, as if something essential is missing. This kind of loneliness isn't about being physically by yourself. It's about feeling unseen, unheard, and emotionally disconnected, even in crowded rooms. Psychology calls this emotional loneliness, a state where connection exists on the surface, but not at the level where you feel truly understood or safe to be yourself. In this video, we'll explore the psychological traits, inner experiences, and emotional patterns of people who feel lonely even when others are around, and why this form of loneliness can be so deeply misunderstood. Emotional loneliness often begins when your feelings are ignored, minimized, or misunderstood. You may speak openly, explain yourself, or share your experiences, yet sense that people are only hearing your words, not the emotions behind them. What you feel doesn't quite land, doesn't quite register. Over time, your mind learns a painful lesson. No one really sees me. This belief quietly settles in, shaping how much you share and how deeply you allow yourself to connect. Gradually, distance forms, not physical distance, but emotional distance, a protective space where you keep your inner world hidden to avoid being misunderstood again. You may laugh in groups and appear engaged, responding at the right moments and saying all the right things. You may participate in conversations, share stories, and seem socially present. On the surface, everything looks normal, but inside, you feel disconnected, as if you're watching the interaction rather than truly being part of it. Psychology explains that this happens when interactions lack emotional depth, when there is exchange but no real understanding. You don't want many connections or constant social noise. You want real ones, connections where you feel seen, safe, and genuinely understood. After social situations, you often replay conversations in your mind, going over every word, tone, and reaction. You question yourself quietly. Did I say too much? Did I say too little? Did I come across the wrong way? These thoughts loop long after the moment has passed. This overthinking is not weakness. It's a sign that you care deeply about connection and being understood, but also fear rejection or misinterpretation. Your mind is trying to protect you from future hurt, even if it does so by keeping you stuck in self-doubt. Instead of feeling energized by people, you often feel emotionally exhausted after social interactions. What should feel light or enjoyable leaves you drained, as if you've been holding something up the entire time. Psychology links this to emotional masking, the habit of pretending to feel connected, engaged, or okay when you don't. You manage expressions, responses, and emotions to fit in, rather than expressing what you truly feel. Over time, being around others starts to feel like work, not comfort. Something you endure instead of something that restores you. You don't want attention, and you don't crave popularity or constant validation. Being seen by many people has never been the goal. What you truly want is one person who genuinely understands you, someone who can sense what you're feeling without long explanations. You long for a connection where you don't have to translate your thoughts, defend your emotions, or simplify your inner world. This desire isn't loneliness or neediness. It's emotional depth, a longing for meaningful connection, safety, and being fully known. If you feel lonely even around others, it can feel confusing and painful, like something must be wrong. But if something feels wrong, It's not you. Your experience makes sense. Emotional loneliness isn't a personal failure, it's a signal. Emotional loneliness is a sign that your mind and nervous system are craving safety, understanding, and emotional presence. Not more people, noise, or surface-level interaction. Adding more shallow connections only deepens the emptiness. Healing begins when you stop forcing connections that don't nourish you and start honoring your emotional needs. When you choose depth over quantity and safety over performance, you begin to reconnect with yourself. You were never meant to feel invisible. Your need to be seen is human. Subscribe for more psychology insights and continue exploring the path toward meaningful connection and emotional healing.